Yes, sir! LeBron James news, boys. Apparently, King James wants to buy a WNBA team. This news just came out yesterday that the King himself wants to buy a WNBA team. This is news to me. I would have never saw this coming. He apparently wants to buy the Atlanta Dream. So, I know some of you guys are wondering, why does LeBron want to buy a WNBA team? And that's a good question. So, I'm sure you guys would want to know, like, why doesn't he just buy an NBA team? So, and I think that it's illegal for a current NBA player to have an NBA team that they own. I think that's kind of like a tampering type of thing or a CBA type of thing. I don't think that you're allowed to buy a whole team as an NBA player. So that's one reason why LeBron wouldn't buy an NBA team and he would buy a WNBA team. Another reason is because LeBron, he makes $40 million a year on his NBA contract. That's not even counting endorsements. And an NBA team sells for around $2 billion. So compare that to a WNBA team, which sells for around $15 million. $2 billion, $15 million. You can see why LeBron would take advantage of this to get into the mode of like buying teams. So he can't buy an NBA team. He has more than enough money to buy a WNBA team. He could probably purchase the whole WNBA if he wanted to, because he has enough money in this season alone to buy 2 WNBA teams. He makes $40 million. I told you WNBA teams go for 15, so that's $30 million for 2 teams. LeBron James could buy the whole WNBA if he wanted. So that's why LeBron is interested in buying this team. And another reason why LeBron personally wants to buy this team is political reasons. What do I mean by that? So one of the part owners of the Atlanta Dream, her name is Kelly Loeffler, and apparently she is against the Black Lives Matter movement, and the team that LeBron's trying to buy is the Atlanta Dream. She's a co-owner of the Atlanta Dream. She's a Republican senator, and she's against the Black Lives Matter movement. She may be racist. I didn't do any research. I don't really give a fuck about this girl. So LeBron wants to buy the team. The players on the team have been boycotting or have been protesting, like they're wearing t-shirts against this woman. They don't like the owner. I guess it's like a kind of like a, what's that guy's name? Donald Sterling from the Clippers. Remember that racist owner on the Clippers? It's like that, but the WNBA version. So LeBron wants to buy this team to get Kelly Loeffler off the ownership and just have a black owner for the Atlanta Dream. Everyone knows Atlanta is primarily black, so it would make sense why LeBron would want to buy this team and just do it for his black people. Now, so what does this mean for LeBron? What would buying an WNBA team mean for LeBron? In my opinion, boys, it means that he's one step closer to his dream of owning an NBA team, just like Jordan. Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets. This would bring LeBron one step closer to owning his own WNBA, his own NBA team. I don't know what NBA team it would be. He might take part ownership in the Lakers. He might take part ownership in the Cavaliers. Not part ownership in the Heat. Pat Riley's not going for that. But who knows? LeBron could have any team in the NBA that he wanted to. So I think that him buying a WNBA team brings him one step closer to owning an NBA team. So that would be like kind of like how you see some coaches start off as assistant coaches and then becoming full head coaches. It's like that except for ownership. So I think this would bring LeBron one step closer to his dream of owning an NBA team, maybe one day being a GM or coach, whatever LeBron chooses to do. He's King James. He's one of the richest men in the world. He can do whatever he wants. So that was just some quick LeBron news for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have new NBA discussions every single week. All right, peace, boys.